Hello everybody, Marcus Delano here, and today I am back with another video. And this video is basically gonna include the only game in the 1v1 tournament, guys. The 1v1 tournament where I played Brute, and because a lot of people requested some Brute gameplay, every Brute game I play, I'm gonna squeeze that one out, trying to commentate it. And I just, I got it like this real fast for you guys. You guys know that I don't really like to play Brute, but I just did it once versus Mighty Icy in the finals. Now I did win the 1v1 tournament. I played Carnage, and right after that I beat Mighty Icy. And of course I beat Carnage as well, otherwise I wouldn't be playing Mighty Icy. I don't know if everybody knows how this went on. Basically I played Stars in the tournament, which was my first opponent. Then Carnage was my second opponent, and now Mighty Icy was my third opponent. Now it happened to be that Carnage and Mighty Icy were online at exactly the same time. So I played Carnage, which took about 2 hours, and after that I played Mighty Icy, which took about another 2 hours, and basically I won the series, so I will get a lot of Microsoft points right now, and I'll be uploading a lot of videos about the tournament, and this is actually one game I just want to point out, like, he is just gonna, ram the Brute, and this is not really a video for a tutorial or something. I guess you could do it a lot better than what I'm doing right now, but I kind of want to get all videos out there of the tournament, at least most of them. There was a couple of games where I was just messing around because I already knew I beat my opponent. I was just trying to be really cheesy. A good example is, how would I call that? A good example would be to... Yeah, I was playing Forge versus Mighty Icy's Anders as well. I already knew I was gonna win because I was so far ahead. I already so much games once, and I didn't really feel like it was gonna come back. So I just, I double barracks against an Anders as Forge and all that kind of stuff. Kind of pointless games. I'm not really. If you guys want me to put them up, I'll do it. I'll put them up, no problem. Just request it down below. But I think I'll only upload... I don't think I'm going to upload the quick wins either, versus my enemies. I'm going to upload the games where I somehow messed up on some parts, because I have to admit, I was really tired. It was really late, not my time at all. And I had been playing for 5 hours straight when I started playing Mighty Icy. So I was like, really, do I have to do this? Let's just get it over with. So basically, I do make some mistakes. Now let me just say what was going through my mind. He's gonna try to push up on my hook, and I'm not gonna make jackals because it's really hard for me to get tech 2. He does have gunner, so I don't want him to be harassing my base, so I'll queue up that turret. Now I do queue up an upgraded vortex just so I can vortex down any flamers or hogs that come across. Now I check my base, see if my vortex upgraded, and it was, so I'm just gonna try to damage them. Now as you can see, my vortex skills are pretty bad. I think it's like right on top of the flamer right here, but it didn't really quite do it. But he's not gonna kill my hook anyway, so I'm getting the second turret. I am gonna not upgrade that bad and go Citadel a little bit earlier because I feel like I need to get some units out right now. Can't be holding this hook forever, and I'm just gonna try to go double raids. Sorry guys, not really something you would do a lot, but definitely something you could get away with if your enemy doesn't spot it in time. So yeah. Let's see how this ends up. A couple of things. I won the tournament. I got a lot of Microsoft points. I'll put out the games that were really interesting. I have a really interesting game versus Mighty Icy's Arbiter on Tundra with my Enders, where I basically messed up because I got all my hogs caught because I thought I dropped the D-bomb, but it never actually dropped. So. And from that point on, he has a lot of banshees, and he gets repeating cannon, and the game just is really interesting to watch. I think I think that will be a really interesting game to upload. Now I also have another, like the second game on Tundra versus Mighty Icy, where he played Brute, and I lost my hogs early game because I don't know. It was the very last game we played. That's what I'm gonna say. It was the very last game we played. But this is a situation where I lost all my hogs, and I couldn't go tank either because he went straight into hunters and banshees. Now that is a very tricky situation you can find yourself in. But I think those two games are very worthy to upload. I also have some very good games versus Carnage, especially the last map Tundra, I believe. Tundra was. I'm gonna teach you a lot about choke points on that map because I'm not gonna spoil it all, but Carnage basically plays way better the early game, both of the games, and I'm gonna have to pull myself out of that. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna lose. Now there are some pretty clutch actions, and you know, you could say I got lucky again, like you guys do every time. You guys are just stupid, but I'll just upload those two, so you can expect a lot of Tundra games now. Um, Let me think. I think Blood Gulch was an interesting. Yeah, Blood Gulch versus Mighty Icy 2 times, and versus Carnage 2 times is also pretty interesting to watch. Now, Chasms versus Mighty Icy was not so interesting, basically because I messed around on that map and I played Forge for the most. And I just went double barracks and tried some random shit. Versus Carnage, Chasms is pretty interesting, so I'll probably also upload those 2 games. I had some pretty interesting games on release versus Carnage, especially, and versus the bird games weren't all that interesting. They were kind of standard. Release ones were were pretty good as well. A lot of that to learn. You'll definitely I'll point out the mistakes whenever I make them on every of those maps. So yeah, expect to see especially a lot of Tundra and release, and a lot of Blood Gulch and some Chasms. For Purge, not so much. I'm sorry, Purge. Those games, I don't really think they're that enjoyable to watch. But if you want me to put them up, of course I'll put them up for you. It's not gonna be a problem. So yeah, this is actually the first video I'm uploading from the 1v1 tournament. As I already told you guys, this was not an actual tryhard. This was another one of those games where I already knew I had it won and I just wanted to do something different. And also because loads of my subscribers asked me to play Brute, because Brute is dying in 1v1, which I think is a good thing because honestly I don't like the Brute. And every Brute game I will play, I'll probably upload it because even if I lose, Brute game is a Brute game, and I really, really think that you guys are way behind on how to play as a Brute. Well, all the UNSC suddenly got a lot better. No, I'm by far not saying that I am a good Brute or anything, but I really know the weakness and the strengths of the Brute. So, if anything, if somehow I can make the Brute come back by just showing off some of these strategies every now and then I'll do it. So yeah, let's get back into this game. I was double pumping raids. He did not scout it in time. He couldn't react to it in time, and he's not going to stop it in time. He does have both of supply elevators. That's why I don't really need to kill these supply pads. Well, I'm just going to because I don't want him to have an overflow of money. I kind of should be focusing down the depots right now. Really, when someone has both supply elevators, you want to be focusing down the production things. When you have both supply elevators, you want to be focusing down the eco. Just focus down whatever you think is best in certain situations. I just found that I needed to at least do some damage to his eco. So now his production is done and the game is basically over. Now I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this got you a little bit of info about how the tournament games went and what you guys can expect. And I hope to see you guys very soon on another video. See you guys later.